right? Hey, sorry na. Sorry na ito. Mungkin solo.
कि मिनट का घड़ी खोद का घड़ी दोनों मिला देगा 2-3 मिनट का सफर।
ठीक है, ठीक है। फिर वाह अभी फिर अरे ले ले बुझे from the supplementary cost list for judgment item number 36.
For reasons mentioned in the judgment, this court is of considered opinion that qualifying service of the husband of the petitioner for the purpose of ascertaining his entitlement to pension shall commence from 18/8/1970 and by computing, so the qualifying service of the husband of the petitioner till the date of his superannuation comes to 10 years, 11 months, which is more than the qualifying service required for getting pension. Therefore, the petitioner husband is entitled to get pension from the date of his superannuation. The state respondent shall ensure that the pension of the late husband of the petitioner as well as family pension of the petitioner is fixed at the earliest, and all retirement benefits of the husband of the present petitioner be released in favor of the petitioner within a period of 3 months from the date of this judgment. This writ petition is accordingly allowed.
For judgment item number 37.
For reasons mentioned in the judgment, this court is of opinion that the written complaint filed by the petitioner on 10/7/2022 did disclose the commission of cognizable offense and also disclosed the name of some of the alleged offenders. The respondent number 3 is therefore legally bound to register the FIR and register a regular police station case and to conduct the investigation as per law. And accordingly, the respondent number 3 is hereby directed to register the FIR lodged by the petitioner as a regular police station case and conduct the investigation in accordance with law and take it to its logical conclusion. This criminal petition is accordingly allowed. Yes, yes.
The percent of others are more than that, 26 dollars.
When-
26 dollars. Where the adjournment is case, and the pay for this one, the letter on 11 matter.
What is your name?
G alone.
Heard Mr. You are for?
The petition number.
Heard Mr. G. Alam. You don't, Mr. Angami, you don't have objection.
No.
Heard Mr. G. Alam, learned counsel for the petitioner who prays for an adjournment. And you want it on a,
On 11.
and prays for fixing this matter on 11th of March. Learned government advocate, Mr. KV Angami does not opposes the said prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. List this matter accordingly on 11th of March.
Worship, I beg to mention item number 25. Worship, can you grant me 3 weeks time to obtain necessary instruction?
Yes. Heard Mr. KV Angami, learned government advocate, Nagaland, appearing for the respondents and prays for 3 weeks time, who prays for 3 weeks time for seeking necessary instructions from the respondents. Mr. Foseko Forte, learned counsel for the petitioner, does not opposes the prayer, hence the prayer is allowed.
Pleasure, Lordship.
Let this case be listed accordingly after 3 weeks.
Pleasure, Lordship. Worship, item number 12, Worship. Lordship, here, the service of the petition is regularized. So, that's my learned friend, also certainly.
I just received this morning. So here, Lordship, the petitioner, this writ petition is praying for regularization and scale of pay, Lordship. So I just received this and this is dated 21st February, but my client did not inform me about this, Lordship. So
You want to seek
yes,
instructions?
Lordship. This matter can be listed after a week, Lordship.
Heard Mr. KV, Miss, what's your name? I forgot.
Lucino, Lordship.
Yes, heard Miss Lucino, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. KV Angami, learned government counsel, government advocate Nagaland. It is submitted at bar that service of the petitioner has been regularized and has been regularized. However, learned counsel for the petitioner submits that she intends to seek necessary instructions from the petitioner in this regard. And a week time may be granted to her. Considering the submissions, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after a week.
Lordship.
May I please the Lordship, I beg to mention item number 23, Lordship. Here, Lordship, I'm for the state respondent, Lordship. I am here to receive instruction, so if Lordship may please to plan another 3 weeks time.
You are for.
Petitioner.
Heard Mr. V. Zimomi, learned government counsel advocate. Who prays for
3 weeks time.
2 weeks time,
3 weeks.
3 weeks time for seeking necessary instructions from the respondents, state respondents regarding the instant matter. Learned counsel for the petitioner does not opposes the prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, I have similar prayer for item 29, Lordship. It's in the order. However, Lordship, as far as state respondent is concerned, we are yet to receive the instructions. Item 29.
May it please, my lord. I have already filed my affidavit. I am for respondents 1, 2, and 3. It may kindly be recorded.
Why it has come in orders column?
Lordship, Police report on respondent number 9 is still awaited. Lordship. Number 9 is dated village council, Lordship.
What is to be done?
Lordship, steps were taken on 30/10/2023, Lordship. And
So will you take fresh steps or should we await service?
Lordship, since I will be filing reply to the affidavits filed by the union, Lordship, so if we can wait for 3 more weeks, Lordship.
Heard Ms. Lucino, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. V. Zimomi, learned government advocate representing respondent number
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, who submits that he needs 3 weeks' time for seeking necessary instructions. The prayer is allowed. Also heard Mr. Senti Younger, learned counsel for the
Respondents 1, 2, and 3.
respondent number 1, 2, and 3, who submits that the said respondents have filed their affidavit in opposition. Learned counsel for the petitioner also submits that she may be required to file affidavit in reply against the affidavit in opposition filed by respondent number 1, 2, and 3, and seeks 3 weeks' time for the same. She also submits that the service report of notices issued to respondent number 9 has not yet been received. Stop. Awaits service report on respondent number 9. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Deeply obliged.
May please, your lordship, and for item number 6. As
6.
instruction is, I have instruction to appear on behalf of private respondent number 3, but yet I'm yet to receive signature to file me power. I need grant me 3 weeks time.
Okay. What's your name?
S. Piana,
S.
S. Piana, PIENYU.
Heard Mr.
Miss
Manik Konya, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Miss S.
P. S. PIENYU.
who submits that she has instructions for appearing on behalf of respondent number 3. However, she is yet to obtain the signatures of respondent number 3 on the wakalatnama and seek some time for the same. How much time
3 weeks.
do you have?
In the meantime, let them also file the period.
Only after taking signature.
3 weeks will be too long.
Oh,
Your lordship, I think, after taking the signature, only we can file.
the 3 weeks time for taking signatures of the respondent number 3 and filing affidavit in opposition, if any. The prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item 18. Lordship, we are yet to receive instructions, so can you grant us 3 weeks time?
I have no objection, sir.
18, you're appearing for
CGC.
heard Miss what's your name for?
Yes, in Akiso.
Heard Miss Jessino Piso, learned counsel for the learned counsel appearing for Central Government Standing Council. Who prays for 3 weeks time for
We are yet to receive instruction.
3 weeks time as they have not yet received instructions from the respondent authorities. Mr. Senti Younger, learned counsel for the petitioner, does not opposes the prayer. Hence, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Deeply obliged.
May I please your lordship? I beg to mention item number 32 and 3 of part 2, lordship. I pray that let the matter be fixed on the first week of April, lordship.
Who is for the petitioner?
I'm appearing for NIA, Lordship.
NI,
Petitioner is one counsel, presented by counsel, Mr. Siddharth,
you are appearing for NIA.
for, yeah, on behalf of the NIA, Lordship.
What's your name?
Apila, Lordship,
Apila?
Lordship, Apila Sanctum, Lordship.
Oh, yes, Apila Sanctum.
But
And you have informed the other side.
Lordship, we could not contact Lordship.
These are the respondent who 3 and 4, my lord. Your name is Benjamin.
Heard Miss Apila Sanctum, learned counsel appearing for NIA,
On behalf of Mr. N.N. Mishra.
appearing on behalf of Mr. N.N. Mishra, learned counsel for NIA, who prays for,
Let the matter fix on the first week of April, Lordship.
why are you praying?
Lordship, there's a sheet of the council engaged.
Who prays for fixing this matter in the first week of April, as there is change of the council handling the matter. Also heard Mr. N. Anguli, learned counsel, Z. N. Anguli, learned counsel for respondent number 3 and 4, who does not opposes the prayer. The prayer is accordingly allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Obliged, Lordship.
So Lordship, I beg permission, item number 7.
Item number,
7. Lordship, I have instruction to appear for private respondent number 4. So kindly allow me 2 weeks time to file my wakalat nama and affidavit.
what is your name?
Ayala Imchin.
I,
Ayala Imchin.
Ayla Imchin, Miss Ayla Imchin, learned counsel for the learned counsel submits that she has instructions for appearing on behalf of respondent number 4 and seeks 4 weeks time,
3 weeks.
3 weeks time for filing the wakalat nama. The prayer is allowed. Also heard Miss, who is appearing for government?
I'm for the state,
What's your name?
Pichano.
Also heard Miss P. Chano, learned government advocate appearing for the state respondent, as well as Mr. Foseko Forte, learned counsel for the writ petitioner, who does not have any objection to the submission made by learned counsel for respondent number 4. Hence, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 6.
Already mentioned.
Item number 6 has already been mentioned. By what are you seeking?
3 weeks time to file affidavit.
It has already, 3 weeks time has been given.
Lordship, I also like to beg to mention item number 31. Here I will receive instructions, secondly, for me 2 weeks time to file affidavit.
Item number 31.
Lordship,
What is your prayer? You have not received instructions.
Lordship,
Heard Miss
Pichano.
Epichano, learned government counsel, who prays for some more time for seeking necessary instructions from the state respondent. Also heard Mr. Abel Aimi, learned counsel for the petitioner, who does not have any objection to the prayer made by learned government counsel. The prayer is therefore allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, item number 2. On behalf of Tiba,
Item number,
item number 2.
let me write your name. What, again,
On behalf of Tiba,
I forgot your name again.
Pichano,
P.
Lordship,
Chano.
yes.
Heard Miss P. Chano submitting on behalf of Mr.
Tiba,
P. Tiba Form, learned. You are for
the
Mr.
state.
For petitioner or respondent?
I'm for the
For me, P. Tiba Form, learned He's senior government counsel. Mr.
Here,
Mr. P. Tibafon, learned government counsel, praying for
3 weeks time.
3 weeks' time to file affidavit in opposition. Also, Miss Lucino, who does not opposes the prayer. Hence, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks accordingly. The interim order shall continue till next day.
Lordship, a similar prayer with item number 9 and TD4.
9. How can you say?
Your last chance may be given for to the state respondent to get instruction.
Heard Miss P. Chano, learned counsel in item number 9, who prays for, who is submitting on behalf of Mr. P. Tibafom, learned government counsel, and prays for some more time for seeking instructions from the state respondent. Also heard Miss Attila Pongen, learned counsel for the petitioner who submits that last chance may be given to the state respondents for seeking instructions. Considering the submissions, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Similar prayer with TD4. I think would-
24,
Petitioner.
same order, 24, same order. No,
Lordship, here's it.
the interim order shall continue. Reflect the name of, what's your name? Grizo Kira. Reflect her name in the order sheet.
Lordship, I also like to beg mention item number 8. On behalf of Inawali. Kindly 3 weeks. Granted 3 weeks time to file affidavit.
Item number 8.
Yes.
Your lordship, I have objection on seeking of time because 4 times it has already been given. The petition has been filed in the month of August 2023.
Okay, we'll take it up when the matter is called up.
May I please, Lordship, I beg to mention item number 3.
Item number 3.
Lordship, here the parties are, both the parties have compromised and we are just waiting for signatures.
You're for the petitioner.
Yes, Lordship.
Respondent.
Yes, respondent one.
Who is for the
I'm for
petition?
respondent number 2.
What's
The
your
petitioner
name?
Is not present today.
What's your name?
Yakasumi, Lordship.
You have. Mr. Konyak was there. Mr. Mane Konyak is appearing for, have you,
Lordship, I'm told that,
your name is shown in the
yes,
cause list.
however, they are not instructed to appear on behalf of the petitioner. That is what they have been instructed. So Lordship.
What is your prayer?
Lordship,
You are seeking time.
yes,
Lordship,
we are seeking time.
actually, there is a compromise between the
Heard
petitioner.
Mr. Yekasumi, learned counsel for the respondent number,
Respondent 1.
respondent number 1.
I'm for respondent.
Also heard Mr. V. Zimomi, learned public prosecutor appearing for respondent number 2,
Lord.
who submits that there is, that a compromise has been arrived at between the petitioner and the respondents,
Lord.
and seek some more time to reporting the compromise before the court.
Lord.
The prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after
A week. Lordship.
1 week.
Much obliged.
Mr. Lordship, may we please to mention item number 10, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, here I'm yet to receive instruction. So another 3 weeks may be granted to me
You are,
for the state respondent, Your Lordship.
heard Miss
Levika, Your Lordship,
Yes, heard Miss Levika, Learned Government Council seeking 3 weeks time
for filing affidavit.
For
I'm yet
filing
to
aff-
receive instruction.
for filing affidavit in opposition as she is yet to receive
Instruction.
necessary instructions from the state respondent. Also heard Miss Asingla Longkumar, Learned Counsel for the petitioner who does not have any objection to the prayer made by Learned Government Council. Hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Your Lordship, similar prayer for item 14 also, Your Lordship. Same prayer. I'm yet to receive instruction.
What's your name?
Bertate.
Same order, reflect the name of the council of the petitioner.
Your Lordship, item 21 and 22 also.
22 has
21 and 22.
22 has been mentioned by someone. Huh?
I don't think it is mentioned, Your Lordship.
Okay. Same prayer.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes, heard. Same order. Show the name of R. Atsula Kips as you don't have any objection.
Item 21, same prayer, and in item 22, I have received, so I'll file within 3 weeks, Your Lordship.
In item 21,
I am yet to
earlier
receive.
order, in item 22,
I have received, Your
Learned-
Lordship.
Miss
So,
Livika,
3 weeks.
Learned Government Council submits that she has received the instructions from the state respondent and seeks 3 weeks time for filing affidavit in opposition. Learned Counsel for the petitioner, Ms. R. Atsula Kips, does not opposes the prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed accordingly after 3 weeks.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I'd like to mention item number 11. Pray for 3 weeks time to file my affidavit.
What is your name?
Awesome, no comment.
Next, Lordship, on the appear in something of Mr. Yamatoshi for the petitioner. Lordship, let it come over 2 weeks, Lordship. Several occasions, the government at the subline, file of the.
Okay, heard Mr. M. Longkumar,
Yes, Your Lordship.
Longkumar, Learned Government Council, who seeks 3 weeks time for filing affidavit in opposition. Also heard Mr. Foseko Forte, appearing on behalf of Mr. I. Limatoshi, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, who submits that on several occasions, government has taken time for filing affidavit in opposition, hence lesser time may be granted to the government.
Lordship, but we have not received my,
You have to seek instruction within 2 weeks. Considering the submissions made by Learned Council, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 2 weeks.
But
Lordship, I also like to mention item 30. I'm yet to receive instructions to file my affidavit. On the orders.
But Mr.
Your Lordship, may please to pass an order making the appointment of private respondent number 6 according to the outcome of the present petition. Your Lordship, this respondent, the private respondent number 6, she was being.
We'll take it up when the matter is called up. We'll go through the file.
Lordship. Lordship, I'd like to mention item 4 and 5 on behalf of S. Living, Senior Government Advocate. As she's indisposed, kindly list the matter after 1 week. With no preference.
Heard Miss M. Longkumar, Learned Government Council, who submits on behalf of Miss S. Mere, and who is stated to be indisposed
Yes, Your Lordship.
and seeks 3 weeks time for filing,
1 week.
1 week time.
4 and 5, item 4 and 5.
Mr. Senti Yange, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, does not have any objection to the said prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed accordingly after 1 week.
Your Lordship, I also like to mention on behalf of S. Mary, item 20. Kindly grant 3 weeks time to file the affidavit in opposition.
Heard Mr. M. Longkumar, London Government Council submitting on behalf of Ms. S. Mary and prays for 3 weeks'
weeks.
time for filing affidavit in opposition. Mr. Foseco Forte, London Council for the petitioner does not oppose the said prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be accordingly listed after 3 weeks.
It's business trade.
The interim order shall continue till next date.
Your Lordship, I also have a similar prayer for item 13 on behalf of S. Chang, Miss S. Chang. To file counter affidavit. 3 weeks time will be granted, Your Lordship,
S. Chang for the petitioner.
for the respondents, for the state.
For the petitioner.
Okay. Heard Ms. M. Longkumar submitting on behalf of Ms. S. Chang. Prays for 3 weeks' time for filing affidavit in opposition. Ms. Attila Ongyen, Learned Counsel for the petitioner does not oppose the prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed accordingly after
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Lordship, finally, on behalf of AIME, Government Advocate, I'd like to mention item 15, 16, 17, and 27. A similar prayer to file counter affidavit.
Same order. Show the name of petitioner's counsel, reflect the name.
Applies to-
Yes, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I'd like to mention item 28, Your Lordship. Here, I'm yet to receive instructions, so kindly grant some time to file counter, Your Lordship. Item 28.
28. What is your name?
Inaholi, Your Lordship.
Ina,
Inaholi, I'm for the state respondent.
okay. Heard Miss Inaholi, Learned Government Council appearing for state respondent who prays for
2 weeks. Your
3
Lordship.
weeks' time for filing affidavit in opposition. Mr. M. Konyak, Learned Counsel for the petitioner does not oppose the prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Your Lordship, I also like to mention item number 8, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, here, I've received the instructions, so kindly grant me 2 weeks time to file counter, Your Lordship. Item number 8, Your Lordship.
You have received the
I've
instruction.
received the instruction.
So what's
I
your,
may be allowed to file counter, Your Lordship. I may be allowed 3 weeks time, Your Lordship. Eight.
No.
Eight.
Or now,
8, somebody else also mentioned.
yes, somebody else mentioned about it.
Oh, but Your Lordship, I'm here to file counter, Your Lordship, in this matter, Your Lordship.
They have to file counter.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Your Lordship, but this case, the petition has been filed in the month of August 4 times. They have already sought 3 weeks of time for 4 times.
We'll give a
Right now,
shorter date. She is saying that she has received instructions. So considering your opposition, we'll give lesser time. You file it within 2 weeks. Heard Miss Inaholi, Learned Counsel for the Learned Government Council, who submits that she has already received instructions from the state respondent in this case and seeks 3 weeks' time for filing affidavit in opposition. Also heard Mr. Zasid Soli, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, who opposes the prayer for seeking time by the government council on the ground that on several occasions the government council were given indulgence by this court. However, no affidavit in opposition has been filed till now. Considering the submissions made by learned counsel for both the side, one more chance is given to the state respondent to file their affidavit in opposition. Let this matter be listed accordingly after 2 weeks.
Lordship, I'd like to mention hearing item number 34 and
34.
34 and 35. Analysis. Lordship, this is a bartered matter before another court.
Okay, part heard.
Yes,
Okay. What's your name?
nothing. And we do not know, Lordship, whether that has been released. So if it is released, then it will be fixed for rehearing on another day.
It was heard by Justice Budi Habang, Lordship.
Heard Ms. Mapeni, learned counsel for the appellants, and also heard Mr. C.D. Rungsang, learned counsel for the respondent. It is submitted at bar that this case, this appeal was part heard by a coordinate bench of this court, and it is not known whether this case has been released from part heard or not. And therefore, they pray that this appeal may be listed before the same bench, or another date may be fixed for hearing of the said case. Considering the submissions made by learned counsel for both the parties, the registry is directed to verify from records whether the case has been listed, has still a part heard matter or not. And after verifying, to list this matter again for hearing before appropriate bench. After appropriate bench. No time, whenever it is possible.
For admission, item number 1.
Yes.
Please, Your Lordship, Your Lordship, here in continuation with the order dated 8/2/2024. And by that order, we have made a submission before the Lordship that we have the fixed date for settlement.
What was the order on 8/2?
8/2/2024. So here, my submission was that it was 12 September, 12 February 2024. Time was fixed at Kifri Town at the TC conference hall to meet and put the respective travel hall. So meeting was held. And accordingly, we have to take further step on the outcome of the meeting of that two tribal council. So Your Lordship, here is a very sensitive issue. Of course, the condemn is running since.
What is the matter here?
This is regarding two tribes, Lordship. Here living in the village called Seyochang, it's in the Kipkiri district, Lordship. So here what has happened is, Lordship, the two tribes, Sumi tribes and Sangtam tribe. So Sumi tribes are the minority tribes here, Lordship, and they were forced to leave the village, Lordship, since they are the minority.
Okay.
So now the court has Lordship, if I may take your Lordship to the judgment, which is at page the judgment starts at page 9 of my contempt petition, Lordship. And so page 9 of my contempt petition, Lordship. Your Lordship.
There are so many
Yes, Lordship.
affidavits.
Lordship, if I may.
Yes, page 9.
Yes, Lordship. So, Lordship, as per this order, the court has directed for a one-man inquiry, Lordship. And as per the one-man inquiry, they have come up with two recommendations, Lordship, two options for the state to comply, Lordship. So the two recommendations, the two options are at page 20 of my contempt petition, Lordship, the relevant portions. So the state was directed to pass orders on these two, on these recommendations, Lordship, by the one-man inquiry. Lordship, if I may be allowed to read.
What was recommended?
Lordship, page 20, Lordship. May I read, your Lordship?
Yes.
The first option is, the displaced Sumi community of Seochang village scatter and temporarily shelter at Kipire town, Seochang town and Dimapur should provide security protection provided they prepare to go back to their village. Number two, explore ways and means to locate a separate Sumi khel within the village area. Separate worship place for Sumi community should be established for free expression in their own.
Their village means Seochang,
Yes, Lordship.
Seochang.
Seochang, they were, both the tribes were living in Seochang village, Lordship. However, since the Sumi community,
Is-
they are the minority tribe
They
here.
were driven
So they were forced to evacuate the village, Lordship. Now they are displaced, Lordship.
Okay.
So, and number three, Lordship, separate worship place for Sumi community should be established for free expression in their own dialect during worship without changing village polity, culture, customary law, VTV, village council, etc. Like similar case settled by NBCC at Sitimi village and so and so. Second option, Lordship, a village so wounded by its division, hatred and manipulated fears may not have peaceful mind to live together again and survive because they no longer agree on the fact and don't agree their own village history. Certainly don't trust each other's and denial of identity. Hence, best option available is to settle down elsewhere or retain certain privilege like number one, avail backward certificate against the name of Seochang village under Kipire district for limited periods. Allow them EPICs against the name of Seochang village as long as they want their names enrolled under 60A/AC Seochang Sitimi. Number three, no restriction to use Seochang village name even though they live elsewhere. Identify the deserving displaced families living under Kipire district and grant immediate cash relief. No restriction to use their properties either movable or immovable even if they live elsewhere. At present, there is only one family living in Supply Godown at Seochang town. Another 5 families were living in PWD HED vacant quarters. 9 families were living at Kipire town. In case of Sumi community of Seochang village, determined to go back to the village, sufficient security forces will be required for protection. So, Lordship, this order was passed in the year 2014, Lordship. So now, Lordship, 10 years has already lapsed, Lordship. So they were.
None of the options were for.
No, Lordship, they have been making endeavors, Lordship, since
No, why have you filed the contempt case? This is a contempt case.
Yes, Lordship, yes.
Where you
Lordship.
have alleged non-compliance of the court's order.
Yes, Lordship.
Court directed constitution of an inquiry commission.
Yes, Lordship.
That was done.
Yes, Lordship.
An inquiry commission recommended 2 options.
Yes, Lordship.
Then
So they're yet to comply
with the
with the
recommendation, either of the,
recommendations given, Lordship. So we are still waiting for, there are like more than around 50 families, Lordship, of the Sumi community who are displaced, Lordship, and we have been waiting for a solution.
no,
But nothing has been done
which
yet, Lordship.
solution? What is, in which directions?
Lordship,
One is to remain coexist peacefully in the same.
as per the recommendation. Almost all the recommendation has been done. Even the
First
elect-
recommendation or second one?
First one.
Because
First option. Avail
there are
paper
two
certificate,
options.
avail-
You are pursuing the first option.
Yes,
And Sumi community also agreed that they are ready with, they are comfortable with the first option.
petitioners, since they are deprived of all the facilities and they were displaced. So as per the one-man inquiry, they have given two options. So as per the option number one, regarding the paper certificate and social certificate, we have been issuing the displaced people paper certificate, everything. And even the electoral roll, it has been done. Now, the one part is left is that, in order to accommodate the displaced people in the village. That's the problem we are facing now, Your Lordship. And unless those displaced people are accommodated in the village, then the worship place, that will come after some time only.
That is the main problem.
Yeah,
You have to find out a place.
No, Lordship, in fact, the state has asked us to write consent letters if we are
For-
willing to come back to the village.
Same
Lordship. And we have already done that, and it has been filed in one of the affidavits.
Sumi
filed by the
community,
state,
which,
Lordship.
Sumi
Yeah, yeah.
Sumi
community,
community, Lordship.
which
So
is-
the petitioners
so
here.
these are
yes,
displaced people.
Yes,
in
Lord.
this
they are aggrieved people
Yes,
Agree,
yes,
yes.
Lord.
because
We are the ones who have
Sangtham
filed this.
is in majority.
Yeah, no, Sumi is the minority.
Sangtham
Right?
is in,
Sangtam is the majority.
majority.
Lordship. Yes, Lordship.
so it is for the Sumi community to accept either of the option.
Yes, Lordship.
And you have accepted the first option.
Lordship, in fact, two options, we were okay with any options. So the state is, the state has, is taking steps on, the option number.
But since when these recommendations were made,
Lordship,
2014,
yes, Lordship, this order was passed in the year 2014.
and when these recommendations came,
The
This one-
recommendation,
one-man committee recommendations, it is not dated.
Lordship,
Now, what is the status?
Now, Your Lordship, here, now our part is to accommodate those displaced people. in the
Yes,
village.
but you are
So-
taking,
So in order to comply with that, and in order to complete that process, we have instructed them with the Apex Tribal Council, that is Santam Union.
no, I want to understand.
Yeah.
What is your approach? Will you accommodate the displaced people in the Seachang village, or have you identified an alternative piece of land?
No, we are going both sides, but now our.
No, you have to take a decision
Yes,
whether you are going to accommodate them in Seachang village, or you, otherwise you have to find out an alternative place elsewhere.
Your Lordship, yes.
Lordship,
In order to accommodate those people, displaced people in the village, we have directed two commodities, travel ho-hos. So those two travel ho-ho, they held a meeting on Java before last month. So again, Sumi were agreed, and other party, they were not, they did not come to their point. So we are taking a step in order to accommodate those displaced people to the.
Then
to
you
the
go
village.
for the second option.
Lordship, we are waiting for the state to.
Otherwise, it will continue forever
Yeah.
because they are unable to live together. Therefore, this dispute arose. If first option is not working,
Yes.
then you have to go for second
Yeah,
option.
both are almost more or less same. And,
No, in second option, you have to find out a place.
Lordship, my respectful submission here is, Lordship, this land is also our land, Lordship, given
So
to
you
us
are
by
also
our
not-
forefathers, Lordship. So of course, we want to settle in our own
Same
land. That
village.
is also one of
First
the-
option only.
Yes, Lordship. So that is why we want to settle in our own land, Lordship. These lands were given to us by our forefathers, Lordship. So why should we be forced to settle else somewhere? Lordship?
No, but that was this two recommendations.
Yes,
If
Lordship.
first recommendation is, in first recommendations, there are some conditions regarding worship.
Lordship, however, the state has, like I submitted earlier, Lordship.
Now,
we
what
were
is the
asked to-
submission today?
Your worship. I need some more time, your worship. And I was instructed to seek a more time. Because your worship here in our state is very sensitive to commodities. So we have tried our best, and it doesn't mean that we are sleeping over the direction of the Honorable Court. We have been trying our best and as per the recommendation of one-man inquiry, as well as the direction of the Honorable Court, we have been doing, but the problem is two commodities. Mistrust, distrust, and dispute arises.
Therefore, these recommendations.
So, your lordship here, in order to arrive, in order to comply those direction, at last, we have opted to summon the two apex body, Sima community and Sana community, and we had a meeting. Then there was a little, again, it was not to our target. So again, we are again taking the steps in order to comply the direction of the Honorable Court, so as to accommodate the displaced people. Otherwise, state is not sleeping over the direction of the Honorable
Okay,
Court.
now you need some more time.
Yes.
You don't have objection.
Lordship, this has been going on
It
for.
will go on forever. They will always come and seek for weeks.
So then, Lordship, what about the petitioners who are, they have been displaced for almost a decade now, Lordship.
Yes.
And then the families are scattered,
Oh.
they are not,
No,
so Lordship, if,
the order of this court against which the contempt has arisen has recommended the inquiry, one-man
Yes, Lordship.
inquiry, which has been followed. One-man inquiry was constituted and it has given its recommendations. Now, the state has to comply with the recommendations and two options are given. You have to choose one of the option. Two options are, it is not mixture, it is mutually, both options are different, exclusive from each other. Either you have to go for option one or you have to go for option two.
yes,
If option one is not working, then only you have to go for option two, find out a separate land
Lordship.
where the Sumi community may use the name of the village Seochang, even if they are
Yes,
settled in a
yes, Lordship.
separate land. So state has to inform which option you are pursuing.
So that is why, Your Lordship,
No, Your
in
Lordship
that
here-
regard,
As per our, complaints, option number one.
One.
means
Yes, Lord.
1, 2, 3, we have already complied. Now the problem is to accommodate those displaced community. That's the only option we have, problem we have now.
so in regard to that, Lordship, the petitioners were asked to write consent letters if we're willing to come back to the village, and we have done that, Your Lordship. 40 persons have written the consent letters. Yeah, it's in the affidavit filed by the state dated 12 December 2023, Your Lordship. So he has annexed all the consent letters written by the petitioners.
No, that was informed to this court on last occasion also.
Yes,
Yes.
Lordship.
Is Mr. Im Sung
Yes.
now? What is proposed? What should we do?
Lordship here, as per the order. So, I have a very good report that we are convening a meeting to try to host in connection with this issue. So we have very, taken the time, another one of these to extend for weeks time. So now meeting was held, and again, one commodity is the displaced people are very much happy, they want to do, but another party, they were not, as per our means favor. So basing on that, the outcome of that 2024 meeting, we are basing on that, we are again taking some more steps. So the honorable court will grant some more time so as to comply the direction of the honorable court and in order to accommodate those displaced people.
Lordship, when the additional AG sought for time in the last occasion, we were under the impression that they were going to comply, Lordship. However, today I have been produced this letter dated 16 February 2024, Lordship. Lordship, if Lordship has the
16 February.
yes, Lordship, it's
No,
it's
Your
the
Worship, 4th March 2024.
Yes, 16 February is also there.
yes, Lordship. And so, Lordship, 16, the fourth page, Lordship, where the meeting minutes have been stated, Lordship.
Yes. Yes,
So, Lordship, now the state paragraph 3, Your Lordship, point number 3.
yes,
Yes, Lordship. So, may I read, Your Lordship?
yes,
The
yes.
representatives of the United Samtang Lingkang Pongji stated that the Hoho is not aware of the ground reality and therefore giving opinion on this sensitive issue without discussing with the concerned villagers may bring more harm than good. The USLP is also of the opinion that since the case is being handled by the state government, the Hoho may not intervene in the matter. Further, the USLP suggested that the families involved may decide the matter amongst themselves. So, Lordship, now, Lordship, I am out of words, Lordship. Now, I don't know what to expect from the, now, what are they planning to do, Lordship? I want the additional AG to advise this court, what will be their next step, Your Lordship? Every time the matter gets listed, one of these letters are produced, Lordship.
Your Worship, here on the basis of the consent letter, consent of the displaced people, then it has been worked out and on receiving the 49 displaced people, we have received a written consent letter. So basically now, again, we have again convinced 2 tribal halls and decided to have a meeting at 12 before. So that's the outcome of the meeting. And now the other part, another part is not in terms of the, again, our target. So it's our duty and grant us more time to convince those people, tribal Hoho as well as the villagers.
Lordship, if I can take you, Lordship, to point
Before
number
the-
5 also, Lordship.
Yes,
Given the sensitivity of the case, the House could not come to a concrete decision, Lordship. So this will keep going on, Your Lordship. If,
now you have to follow.
Lordship, my only submission is if no concrete results for Lordship, contemporary proceedings should be initiated, Your Lordship. There have several orders has been passed, in fact, Your Lordship. If Your Lordship can you peruse the order 14/12/2023 also, Lordship. Here also, this court has passed an order saying if they do not comply in the next day, contempt proceedings will be initiated, Your Lordship.
Now, what they have to comply?
No, Lordship, so they'll have to come with an
What
arrangement,
has-
Your Lordship.
Because what was the order? Order was
Your Worship,
constitute one-man commission,
one main commission, we are trying our best and
where it recommended.
then we have complied so many things. I mean, most of the recommendation. So it doesn't mean that we are this obeying the rationale of the report. Because
Where is the order of this court? At page where it was directed that one-man commission is
The recommendation, Your Lordship.
not recommendation.
Lordship, if I may take Your Lordship to page number 44. 44 of my contempt petition. Annex JE, this is also another order of WPC number 222 of 2018, Lordship. This is also another read petition which we have filed after the one-man inquiry recommendations were made, Lordship.
Yes.
So here, Lordship, here also, like, if I may take your Lordship to the fourth paragraph, your Lordship, of the order, page number 44.
Yes.
Yes, Lord, may I read, your Lordship? Considering that the one-man inquiry report has already been submitted, the Chief Secretary Nagaland and the Home Commissioner Nagaland are both directed to pass appropriate orders in terms of one-man inquiry report within a period of 3 months from the date of receipt of a copy of the order of this court by the respondent numbers 1 and 2 as already directed by order dated 15/9/2014 passed by this court in WPC number 245K of 2013. It may be noted that the state one-man inquiry was ordered to ascertain the tribal status of certain persons who were seeking indigenous inhabitants, scheduled tribe and backward tribe certificate in Sewechang village. Since the one-man inquiry had already submitted its report, it was to be acted upon by the authorities and pass appropriate order on the basis of the findings and the recommendations made therein. The court directed the Chief Secretary Nagaland and Home Commissioner of Nagaland to pass appropriate orders within a period of 3 months from today. However, it has been submitted that the authorities have not passed any order in spite of the direction issued by this court in WPC number 219K of 2015. Being aggrieved by the aforesaid non-action, the petitioner has approached this court again. It goes without saying that the aforesaid direction of the court passed in WPC number 219 of 2015, if not subjected to any appeal or interfered by any higher judicial forum, same has to be acted upon by the authorities concerned. Accordingly, the direction issued by this court in WPC number 219 of 2015 on 19/8/2017 is reiterated, directing the Chief Secretary Nagaland and Home Commissioner Nagaland to pass appropriate orders in terms of the one-man inquiry. It has been submitted at the bar that the Commissioner of Nagaland will also be responsible in taking steps on the basis of the report of the one-man inquiry headed by Sri A. Wapanotha. Accordingly, the Commissioner of Nagaland will also do the needful in terms of the direction issued by this court as reserved to above. With the above direction observed, this petition is disposed of. And so here also the state was given 3 months to comply. Should there several proceedings have. This is the 5th round of litigation, I think, regarding the same issue. This contempt petition was filed in the year 2019, Your Lordship.
This contempt is against this order. The WPC 222.
Yes, Lordship.
Or 219.
222K of 2018.
Against.
Yes, against this order, Lordship, this contempt.
Where the state authorities are required to pass appropriate orders.
Yes, Lordship, yes, Lordship. My apologies, Lordship, there was a confusion earlier, pointing out the order. Lordship.
So,
Yeah, this is the.
So in pursuant to the recommendation of one-man committee, state authorities are required to pass appropriate
Yes,
orders,
Lordship.
which they have not yet passed.
Yes, Lordship.
But they are in
We are taking steps.
deliberating. The-
Lordship, here, recommendation of the one-man inquiry, we have complied most of the recommendation. The only crucial one is to accommodate to displaced community. So that's the only portion we have left. So your worship, unless the time is granted again.
No, in this meeting which was
Yes.
held in Kifire Conference Hall
Yes.
was between whom? Who are the stakeholders? Who
Worship,
attended?
yeah.
USLP,
Yeah, that
United
is Santam.
Santam Likum Pumji, and Eastern Sumi Hoho. These two bodies met.
Yes. Santam, Sejong village is under the administrative control of the Santam, United Santam Lekum Pomchi. And Eastern Sumi is They are the
But
members.
there is no mention about that recommendation of one-man committee in this resolution.
No, no, no.
Thank you.
You have to mention
No,
that
no, Your Lordship.
this is what you have to follow. You have two options, choose option one or choose option two. You don't
Thank you,
have,
Lordship.
you cannot start discussing de novo every time.
No, Your Lordship, the thing is, as per the recommendation of the option, you see electoral roll, the name has been enrolled in the electoral roll. Again, paper certificate, PRC, everything, we are, that's also. all-
Those have
all
already been there
enough
with your
under the
lordship.
recommendation.
We
So
are not
we have
agreed
already
by
complied.
those
It's
anymore.
already
Lordship.
complied.
Those have been.
The thing is to accommodate those displaced community, that's the thing. Otherwise, many of the options, recommendation. we have
No,
already
let
complied.
us go. Let us discuss option one. Option one was that Sumi community, which is scattered temporarily sheltered at Kipre town, Seoching town and Dipampur, should be provided security so that they can go back to their village. Second was to find out, to locate separate Sumi Khel. Separate Sumi Khel means some plot of land.
Yes.
Not lot of land, lordship, but the Sumi, lordship, the Sumi tribe should be segregated from the Sangtam tribe.
How it will be segregated?
Lordship, here, initially, lordship, the Sumi tribes were the minority tribes, lordship. They were forced to use the.
No, that
Sangtam-
I want to understand the
Lordship.
second recommendation of the first option.
Lordship, so explore ways and means to locate a separate Sumika within the village area, lordship. It has to be within
So
the,
it is a geographical area which you have to, that in this area only Sumi will reside.
not particularly, lordship, but however, we are okay with any arrangement, lordship. However, it should be in the Sewachang village. We have to be accommodated in the village area, not outside the
No,
area.
for that we have to understand what this recommendation is saying.
Yes, lordship.
Whether any step was taken by the state government in this regard.
Number
lock.
one, avail, second option, avail paper certificate against the name of Sumichong village. and the
No,
community.
no.
Option one,
Mr. Imsong,
yes.
I want to understand one thing. One man, because due to a judicial order, because of a judicial order, one man commission was constituted, which gave its recommendations. And recommendations are in the form of two options, two separate options. And option one is whether option one and two can be mixed up. When two options are given, you have to choose either of the option.
Yes.
The first option says that Sumi will be accommodated in Seochang village itself. Their worship would be how they will worship, in which dialect they will worship, that would be sorted out. A separate khel would be located within the Seochang village, and security would be given to them for returning back to Seochang village. These three recommendations were given.
Yes, lordship.
Suppose you find it difficult to
Comply with that.
comply with these options, then you have to go for option
Yeah.
two.
We are on option two. Your Lordship.
You are not pursuing option one. Option two says the Sumis are to be located elsewhere, not in Seochang village, where they can use the name of Seochang village, but they will not come back to the original Seochang village. So which option?
No, we
These
are
two-
most of the recommendation of the option number two, we have complied.
So you are pursuing option number two.
Option
No,
number,
lordship, they
Now-
have been.
Now whether
as per
Sumis
the
are,
affidavit filed
yeah.
by
No, no.
the additional AG in the last occasion, lordship, they have been pursuing option number one, lordship.
that clarity is
We-
required.
No, there is a confusion
That's why we
here.
were asked to submit those
Contents-
consent letters,
Yes.
lordship.
You
Giving our
will
consent
return
that we are
back.
willing to come back to the village.
The question of coming back to village will arise only if you pursue option number one. If you go for option number two, the question of, that was not recommended. Option number two was only given because if there, if the authorities find it difficult to comply with option number one, bringing back Sumis to Seochang village, then only the question of locating them elsewhere would arise.
Yes, sir.
So they are under impression that you are pursuing option number one. Therefore, their consent letter was sought for.
Yes, Lordship.
Your worship, even my affidavit, there is a deliberation issue. Instead of second option in affidavit 12/12/2024, option, it should be option number two, because the contents are option number two, but option one is there.
You have to clarify.
No, Lordship, now my question is, what were those
Yeah.
consent letters for?
Why-
Why were we asked to
Why you,
write those consent letters, Lordship?
why the consent letter was,
No, your
That's what
worship,
I'm trying to say, Lordship.
that,
The
that-
state has
no,
been
no.
doing this.
that direction cannot be taken up by the state as a on the basis of the blanket, because we have to convince those people. Now, even on 12/February 2024 meeting. See, the other tribe, the other villagers.
no,
they did
these,
not
these,
agree.
these
So that-
recommendations were made because of a judicial order.
Yes,
If you want a third option, you have to come back to the court and say that the commission has recommended only two options, but it is difficult to comply with those options.
They have never
You-
challenged.
You
the
cannot
order.
on your own pursue a third way.
Exactly.
so while complying the direction of the court, we have to consume the modality in order to comply the direction of the court. So at last, that will be a compliance of the order. So, your worship here, unless time is granted, as per the meeting, it was not as per our expectation. So we have to work out some more time. In order
So
to
this
comply.
court has been gracious
Whatever-
enough to grant them weeks after weeks, Lordship. This contempt petition was filed in the year 2019, Your Lordship. 5 years has already passed.
On 14/12, you were specifically directed to inform this court.
Yes, Your Lordship.
I filed the affidavit for the steps taken by
Where is your affidavit?
respondent number one, we filed on 12/12/2023.
On which date you have filed affidavit?
12/12/2023. So, 2023.
12/12/2020.
One number three, file on 14th subsequent.
what you have stated in the affidavit.
What if you are standing up and they are in the bar before, instead of mentioning second option, the candidates are particular second option for that, the thing is first option. So whatever step we are taken, we are put from the place before.
But these are not first options.
No, it's the
These-
second option.
These are the,
Your lordship, there. The candidates is second option for using only using first option.
you have to rectify your affidavit because this is on affidavit.
So I mean, I want to rectify because the candidates are pertaining to the second option. Heading is first option. So there's the error.
But this is on affidavit, so there cannot be a wrong statement. And if it has come to your notice, you have to rectify it
Yes.
on record.
So I have to file another affidavit. That's all in particular. Portion.
Lordship, if your lordship may also peruse the consent letters which have been annexed in this affidavit.
No, in their affidavit, whether have they mentioned about the consent letters?
Yes.
Where?
Mm,
That is on page number 7. That's a number.
Lordship, page number 7, lordship, the last para.
Yes, the answering.
Yes, lordship.
Consent for what purpose? What consent? Consent to do what?
To return to the.
To return to the village, your lordship. If your lordship will peruse,
Where it is mentioned to return to the village? But returning to the village was not there in the second option.
lordship, page number 8. Page number 8, see your lordship, point number
Okay,
3.
okay.
Here it's written. that-
Second option also, in case Sumi community of such a determined to go back, sufficient security will be provided. In second option also, there is a clause, that last clause,
Yes, also.
last one, that if the Sumi wants to return back to their,
In order to meet the clause
Yes,
8 of the second option, unless we take the precautionary steps, means we take accommodate. Otherwise, there will be forcefully we cannot accommodate, there will be a large scale violence. So in order to accommodate class, we have been taking step to convince the apex body of our respective tribal council. So that's all connected.
and in that regard, you had meeting of the apex bodies of the tribal communities, both communities,
Yes,
on 12 February,
yes.
where there was a deadlock.
Yeah, one community was not in the position. to accept.
Then what is proposed now?
Now, we are.
You are under a mandate to pass orders in terms of recommendations. So you want that before passing orders, some consensus must be there.
So, yeah, in order of any violence or communal clash, some more time we can granted, so that we can convince the other party that if we cannot move further at all, we'll not file the affidavit. So unless the time is granted, in order to convince those other party, in connection with that, job, the foreign meeting, my notes.
Yes. Heard Ms. Lucino, learned counsel for the petitioner, also heard Mr. Inti Insong, learned additional Advocate General, Command Nagaland. By order dated 14/12/2023, this court directed the respondent authorities, more specifically respondent number 1 and 3, to apprise this court as to why the consequential orders which were to be passed by the respondent authorities in terms of the order dated 28/11/2018 passed in WPC number 222 within bracket K/2018 have not yet been passed. And passed, stop on the next date, that is on 8/2/2024. It was informed to this court by the learned additional AG that in compliance with the order of this court, a meeting has been called on 12/2/2024 at 11 AM in the office chamber of the Deputy Commissioner Kipre to discuss the matter pertaining to communal conflict in Seochang village. Stop. Today, counsel for the learned additional public prosecutor has produced the minutes of the meeting which was held on 12 February 2024 between the stakeholder, namely United Santam Likhum Pumji within bracket USLP and Eastern Sumi Hoho within bracket ESH, as well as the district administration. However, on perusal of the minutes of the said meeting, it appears that the meeting could not come to a concrete decision over the issue before it, considering the sensitivity of the case. Stop. Learned additional Advocate General, Mr. Imtim Song, has prayed for some more time so as to convince for more time, for what purpose?
For compliance of the order.
For compliance of the order of this court in this court dated 28/11/2018 passed in WPC 222 within bracket K/2018. What would be your submission?
Lordship, if not filed, then Lordship, I pray that this court will call for personal appearance of the respondents, Lordship. In fact, Lordship, in several occasions, Lordship, this court has passed several orders in regard to this, Lordship, that if no compliance order has been passed, personal appearance will be called for, Lordship. I can take your Lordship to those orders also, Lordship.
No, the last order also said that
Yes, Lordship. Prior to that also, Lordship, in fact.
because respondent authorities have to comply with the order. How to comply, that is their problem.
Exactly.
They cannot say that we
Exactly.
are doing it for last 4 years, unable to comply due to sensitivity of the. You are the administration, so you have to
Exactly,
find out ways and means to comply with the. Ms. Lucino Lanet, counsel for the petitioner, has submitted that though she is conceding to the prayer of Lanet additional Advocate General for some more time to comply with the order of the court. However, she also submits that on last many occasions, such indulgence was granted to the state authorities, state respondents. However, they have failed to comply with the orders, order dated 28/11/2018 passed in WPC 222 within bracket K/2018. She submits that if on the next occasion the state government failed, the state respondent fails to comply with the order, appropriate action in terms of the provisions of Contempt of Court Act 1971 should be taken. Considering the submissions made by London Council for both the parties, as well as considering the sensitivity of the matter and also considering that this case pertains to a matter which involves communal tension between two communities, namely Sumi and Sangtang community of Seochang village. The prayer for some more time to comply with the order of this court made by London Additional Advocate General is hereby allowed. How much time will it take? 6 weeks.
Lordship, 6 weeks. Lordship, let it come up on the 26th of March, Your Lordship. 3 weeks.
No, you have to take it seriously also. You have to.
Your worship, there, your worship will be gracious enough to grant some more time, and if it is.
This court has been gracious enough in
Because
time after time, Your Lordship.
we'll give a fixed date. Fixed date, choose a fixed date. Suggested date. March 31st. No.
Your worship, that will be too short for us.
6th of April.
Lordship, 6th of April is a Saturday, I think, Your Lordship.
5th April.
Lordship, can it be on the 8th of April then?
Yes.
Your
Let
worship,
the-
middle part of the April,
Lordship,
maybe at 22nd.
Okay, let it be 22nd April. You come up with,
Lordship, 22nd, it will be more than 6 weeks, Your Lordship.
let this matter be listed again on 22nd of April.
Lordship, can it be on the 15th of April then?
Because parliamentary election, I think it's 16, so that will disrupt our fiscal update also. So as a court officer, I want, this is a court by this is the matter.
Let it be on 22nd. You come up with some concrete solutions.
Lordship, if he gives assurance that it will be complied in the next date, then. I will be
No,
happy.
otherwise you press for initiating.
Yes, Lordship, I think if it is high time we initiate the
Because
contempt proceedings,
se-
Your Lordship.
several,
Several orders have been passed.
no,
With
on
the
last
further
occasion, the order of the court was unless they come up with some satisfactory answer. But they have shown that they convened a meeting, their effort failed, but they are also doing something. So come on, let the matter be listed again on 22nd of April.
For admission, item number 19.
Your Lordships, apologies. I overlooked this item. I was asked to mention on behalf of Senior Advocate Mohan Chip. 2 weeks, seeking for 2 weeks to file his affidavit. Your Lordship.
Yes. Heard Mr. M. in Longkumar, Learned Counsel for the Learned Counsel submitting on behalf of Mr. Mohan Chand, Learned Senior Government Counsel, who prays for 2 weeks' time for filing affidavit in opposition. Also heard Miss Asinla Longkumar, Learned Counsel for the writ petitioner, who does not have any objection to the said prayer, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 2 weeks.
For admission, item number 27.
I had mentioned it in the morning. Your Lordship.
Item 27.
Yes, on behalf of AIME.
Item 20, heard Mr. M. Longkumar submitting on behalf of Miss A. Aimi,
Seeking for 3 weeks.
Learned Government Advocate, seeking 3 weeks' time for filing affidavit in opposition. Considering the submission, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
For orders, item number 30.
Here the present petitioner is being agreed by non-consideration of this case for appointment of tribunal on land origin basis.
No, but this service on respondent number 6 is not yet complete. Who is respondent number 6?
The Lordship service, for respondent number 6, the service report is still awaited.
What will we do? Whether we await report or will you take fresh steps?
The Lordship, however, the private respondent has
Wait for the service report.
No, let her submit.
Our appointment was completely out of the blue, Your Lordship.
No, therefore, she has to be. She must get the notice that you have approached this court. So you may either take fresh steps or be.
Okay, Your Lordship, we can do it on dusty service.
Okay. You take fresh steps through registered post with AD along with Dusty services. Heard Miss
Good morning.
Rainbowny, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. M. Longkumar, learned government advocate appearing for respondent number 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 and 5. 1 to 5. It appears from office note dated 4/12/2023 that the notices issued to the private respondent number 6 has not yet returned. Stop. Learned counsel for the petitioner prays for allowing the petitioner to take fresh steps on the fresh steps for service of notice on the respondent number 6, both by way of registered post with AD and as well as by Dusty mode. The prayer is allowed. The petitioner shall take steps for service of notice accordingly within 3 days from the date of this order, returnable on
3 weeks.
returnable after 3 weeks. No, let us give a fixed date, returnable on 27 March. 27.
27 would be a Wednesday,
How is it Wednesday?
28. Division branch.
Okay, returnable on 26th of March. Sixth of March, let this case be listed accordingly on 26th of March.
From the supplementary cost list for orders item number 38.
Thank you, Sir Lordship. We have filed an IA in this petition for condemnation of the The same was withdrawn because of some technical error. And the court allowed to withdraw the stamp to file afresh. Now, the same order, however, the same order was not passed in the main petition. So kindly allow us to withdraw this main petition.
Here,
Yes,
okay, okay. Only I will remain.
yes, only the island. So the same order was not reflected in the main petition, which is the civil division.
Where is the I?
300 of 2023.
No. Albert. This is the civil division. Where is the I?
300 of 2023.
That was the earlier I, not earlier I. They have filed a fresh I also. You have filed fresh I this time also.
Yes, Lordship, that was done.
Not under.
No. 106 is for the fresh one.
This
So
was.
the previous one is IA 100 of 2023.
100 of 23 was disposed on 21st 8. This was withdrawn on 21st 8.
No, today only civil division 6 has been listed.
Yes,
You
Lordship.
want to withdraw this?
Yes, Lordship.
But civil revision 6,
So Lordship, we have filed,
no,
yes, Lordship.
in IA 100 of 23,
Yes,
you made a prayer for withdrawal. You made a prayer for allowing you to withdraw the said IA, which
Yes,
was
Lordship.
allowed with the
yes,
liberty.
Lordship.
Now, instead of filing IA, you have filed a fresh
Yes.
civil revision,
As well as IA.
as well as IA also.
Yes, yes.
Where is the new IA?
New IA,
What is
106 of 2023.
which is not listed today?
Yeah, it's not listed,
Okay.
but,
So this ought not to have been filed.
yes, Lordship. I would like to,
Okay.
so Lordship, I may be allowed to withdraw.
Heard Miss Heavily, what is your name? Heard Miss Asinla Longkumar, learned counsel for the petitioner, who prays for allowing the petitioner to withdraw this instant civil revision petition, as same has been filed due to wrong interpretation of the order dated 23/2/24, order dated 21/8/23, passed in IA 100 of 2023. Considering the submissions made by learned counsel for the petitioner, the prayer is allowed. This civil revision is dismissed on withdrawal.
Procedural.
Yeah. Yeah, LONGKUNE. मैंने एक तो दिक्कत होने से कांटेक्ट बताओ, ठीक है, आप इसको प्रोसीडिंग कर दो,
अभी अभी सब कर देगा।
ओके ठीक है।
हाँ, राम, 15 item number 15 do किमान weeks दिशा प्रोटी से do क्या बाकी? हाँ, item number 15 और item number 30. I think item number 30. Item number 30 कितना weeks दिया? 2 weeks. Yeah. Item 30. YouTube से अच्छा चलो चलो 2 weeks na. Confident ba legislate sala. Man confident ba legislate so uta de. Item bi kuri gina sign bi kuri gina legislate.
Court man jodi buta bhaga alchna.
Achi lagi je to. Iku kurna te.
Chal bhaga to. Oi thakon. Chal khanda da. 1 2 3 4 chal.
Uta thakai balas de.
Jadi kan ai dan chi jai.
You take the mistake no all of it. Gari de bugi thago fujila aro gorja jabo gule aro matile ekdin to jabole gosle aro rasta the aro phone guna mate ora jabo no roje to gorja jabo guli na no buje aro moichi de ho busharo ngami ora to ge Poco.